Hello and welcome, and this is the Alfa Romeo 4C. Now this is the same car from the clip I just showed you, so yes, the Alfa Romeo is a bit of a handful. When the 4C is standard, it is the perfect little sports car. Look, it's not the most powerful car that you'll ever drive. The car only produces 235 brake horsepower, but because the car weighs less than 1000 kgs, it really doesn't need a lot of power to set a fast lap time. Now, this is a perfect starter sports car. If you're just jumping into Gran Turismo 7 and you want to experience a good sports car, this is your answer. It's quite affordable as it comes in at under 90,000 credits, and for your money you get quite a lot. Well, let's say you're not impressed by the standard performance of the 4C. It's understandable. Now you can go and fully upgrade the vehicle and get some more power out of it, and it's not going to be completely out of control. It's going to slightly make the car better, which, I mean, any improvement is a good improvement. But if you are lucky enough, this car can change your life. And how that happens is, as I said, it's a chance of luck, because you need an engine swap. Yes, the Alfa Romeo 4C can be engine swapped, and not just any random engine. This car receives the engine from the Ferrari 458 Italia, and personally I couldn't think of a better engine swap. I mean, look at the 4C. It's basically a mini 458. So this gives the Alfa the perfect amount of power to go with these gorgeous looks. If we look at the standard engine compared to the 458 motor, we see that we have double the brake horsepower and only a weight difference of less than 100 kgs. So it's actually quite beneficial to add the 458 engine. After throwing on every performance upgrade we possibly could, the car ends up producing 739 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of just over 900 kgs, which means we have basically tripled the horsepower and made it somehow even lighter. So this could mean one of two things. Either this could be the best Alfa 4C ever made, or it could just be uncontrollable to drive and just a complete nightmare. So let's hope for the first option. I then decided to just spice up the look of the Alfa, but I was too lazy and, well, I'm not talented enough to create my own livery. So I went over to Showcase and needed to find one that somehow represented that this car is Ferrari swapped, and that is exactly what I found. So if you want to check it out for yourself, and it is on screen now, you can go and find it. Immediately I knew I was going to be in for some fun when I saw how fast this car is actually accelerating. Now I've turned traction control off to just experience the raw feel of the Ferrari swap 4C. And coming around that first turn, I say that in quotation marks, the car already slides out. We got up to almost 300 kilometers per hour before we had to slam on the brakes to make it around the first turn. So now the setup that I have in this car is very stiff. I maxed the stiffness out on everything in the suspension. So yes, it does ride hard, but I feel this is the best way to get the car's optimal handling. Now if you do want to try this car out for yourself, if you're lucky enough to get this engine swap, then the tune will be posted at the very end of this video. So the handling of this car, as I said, the suspension is very hard, but with the circuit and even riding on the curbs, the car handles it very well. Now with all fast performance cars, it ended up on two wheels coming over the hill. So that's when I knew, okay, this car is really fast, because only the fastest of the fast vehicles are able to actually lift the front wheels off the ground there. For example, over that gave me so many flashbacks to the Suzuki Cappuccino. That car was just mind-blowing. It's honestly off its head. And in some areas, it reminds me a lot of the Alfa 4C. Now this engine swap, yes, it is very powerful, but it does have a fun, cheeky side like the Cappuccino. Look, it's not gonna try and outright murder you like the Suzuki, but the car will keep you on your toes. and that's honestly the best driving experiences that you can get from this game. Now of course, if you drive a car and it just goes around corners slowly, it doesn't even feel like you're driving a vehicle. It feels like the car's driving you, and personally, I'm not a fan of that. I like to have a struggle, have a little bit of a toss up with the vehicle, but still be in control at the end of the day. Now that is exactly what you get from the Alfa. This is the perfect sports car, the perfect race car in fact, because with this car I feel like it handles better than most Group 4 vehicles. Damn, this car can even give the Group 3 vehicles a run for its money. It is so much fun, and from the little Alfa, I couldn't be any happier. Look, down the straightaway, this may not be the fastest engine swap vehicle. However, when you need to take it around some turns, this car absolutely shines. The car honestly performs like it's still standard, and that just goes to show you that the Ferrari engine actually feels at home in this Alfa shell. And that's what I like. It isn't like other cars where you can feel, okay, the engine isn't supposed to be in this, whereas this, it feels like a perfect unity, and that's what I love to see. And it just makes the overall car be so balanced, planted and firm, and overall be a great vehicle. That's why the Alfa 4C with the Ferrari 458 engine swap has to be one of the best engine swap vehicles in the game. It is truly the perfect pairing. Now, I know I make a lot of these engine swap videos and a lot of people aren't able to actually experience it, and that is a problem. But I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I do not make these videos to show off, okay, look, this is what I have, you don't have this. It's so that you and I can both experience this, because there may be people that play Gran Turismo 7 for years to come and somehow not end up with this engine swap. The entire system of engine swaps and how they are able to be accessed is so against the player. It is not fair whatsoever, and the thing is, Polyphony knows this, and they just aren't gonna change it, because engine swaps are supposed to be unique and rare, but they're so rare that players can't even get them, and that's the problem. But if you do get the chance to engine swap any vehicle, please try it out. If you want to see more engine swap videos or videos related to anything engine swap in Gran Turismo 7, then check out my channel. This is the place to be, because I cover cars when I have the engine swap available, engine swap lists, and just updates in general. So with all this being said, hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.